What's up, Bears fans? Welcome back to another episode of the Black Bear Podcast. The Chicago Bears just finished week 2 against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What the fuck was that at the end? Oh my God. The Chicago Bears lose 27-17 to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers week 2. Justin Fields struggled again. We're going to get right into all that and some more right after this.
Stand up or lay down and get smacked with the pole.
By this time, everybody on that roster should know what it means to beat the Packers. It's simple.
Oh, if I was a coach, Justin Fields would have been balling from day one.
Man, I got my boy in the building with me. I'm gonna bring him in right now. I know he's finishing his post-game little lunch or whatever that is. Golden Low, what's up, man?
What's good? Definitely just got done smashing some chicken and rice. My hand's still dirty, but yeah.
Is it some leftovers? I might have to slide and get me some.
Shit, by the time you slide, it might be over with.
Shit gonna be gone, huh?
Man.
Oh man, the Chicago Bears, another tough one, but the ending was a little heartbreaking. It's like the Bears, like that's what they do. They get your hopes up. They get you excited, think you're gonna come back, or whether they make you think it's gonna be a good year or shit change, but don't shit change. Ain't shit changed. No matter the coaching staff, no matter who at the quarterback position, it seems like it's all the same shit.
Ain't shit changed.
Let's get right into it, because that was definitely a interesting finish. Initial thoughts. We're gonna jump in our initial thoughts. Whether that's a play you saw or the refs, how the refs was going, the vibe of the game. It was 90 degrees out there. Maybe you got some comments on that and your initial thoughts, or a player, just a player's performance. That's not Justin Fields. Let's hold off on the Justin Fields right now. I started off. My initial thoughts of this game was, coming into it, I was thinking, what will the Chicago Bears change from week 1 against the Packers? We saw a lot of bullshit. We saw a lot of garbage play calling. We saw a lot of garbage play from the players as well. So my initial takeaways from this game, the play calling got better. I thought the play calling was better. I thought the penalties was a lot better. I know last week we had some drive killing penalties, but this week it was a little bit better. I think the defense definitely had a better showing than they did week 1 against Green Bay. What you thinking, Lo? Give me some of your initial thoughts from takeaways from this game.
My initial thoughts, coming into this week was we was gonna be more aggressive with getting DJ Moore the ball and just throwing the ball downfield overall, and Justin Fields just taking more command of this of the offense and being aggressive with his throws. But after watching the game, my initial thoughts is still missing reads. Defense definitely played a lot better. I think we did have a little bad luck on that push off by Mike Evans. They got them a big play and they end up scoring off of it. But yeah, third downs, and Justin Fields not seeing the field and getting rid of the ball.
It's crazy because how you missed that big ass push off. He big as hell. I don't know what his height and weight is, but he got to be like 6'4", 6'5", 2 something. How you missed that? It was very obvious. They didn't call it, and he took off for like a 50, 60-yard game. But god damn, this fucking Bears team. I mean, no Allen Williams, and I'm kind of happy Allen Williams. Not that he had personal issues. He had some family issues he had to attend to, so he missed this game. So it had to be something pretty serious for your defensive coordinator to not be at the game. Not only that, but we were down Nate Davis. My guy, Daquan Seymour. I feel that. I feel you, man. It was rough. I don't know if you saying man to the overall performance or you saying man to the end of that game, because the end of that game was rough. But
It's ugly.
let's go ahead and get into our next segment, and we just gonna talk about Fields. That's the man of the hour. We're gonna talk about Justin Fields. Fields Day notes. We're going to start the segment just by going over his stats, and we're going to finish the segment by giving him an overall grade for this game. Justin Fields ended the day. Let me look at that. So his first half stats were not as good as they were last week. Last week, I think he ended in the first half. He was cooking. He was like 9 for 10 in the first half. But Justin Fields stats for this game. Let me get this graphic off the screen so y'all can see it. 16 for 29. He had 24 completions last week. He had 16 this week. 16 for 29, 211 passing yards, one passing touchdown, 2 interceptions, which
2 interceptions.
Saw that second interception. 6 sacks. 6 sacks. And the thing about that 6 sacks, they were not all on the D line, on the O line.
We'll get to that.
Some of those sacks was on him. So he went 16 for 29, 211 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 picks, 4 carries for 3 yards. I don't remember the last time he had 3 rushing yards in a game. And I was saying, we not gonna look crispy until they start calling some dialed up design QB runs. Not breakdown, not runs where the fucking pass play break down, so you got to take off, or the pocket breakdown, so you got to take off and try to create something and be a playmaker. Not that. I'm talking about design, draw, dialed up QB run. Justin Fields, power to the left, power run to the right. RP read option. He did. I think I saw one read option. It didn't fucking work. He also had a rushing touchdown on the day. So, oh man, 16 completions. He was still missing. He was still missing a lot of receivers. A lot of fucking receivers. Look, I got a Justin Fields meter going, confidence meter, and the confidence meter is how confident am I that we gonna give him that big $200+ million contract by the end of this year? This is his 3rd year. It's gonna happen this year. I mean, if Justin Fields ain't the guy this year, and it for Bears fans out there, y'all gotta face it. I know a lot of Bears fans don't like Justin Fields, but it's a lot that do, and you're gonna have to face it. It's a good chance he is not getting that max contract for a quarterback. My confidence meter right now for him getting that contract is 40%. It is ongoing. I will update that after every game, but right now it is 40%. I think coming into the season, I think I had it at like 60%. These two games are showing me a lot, and I understand that the offense is gonna take some time to click. It's not gonna all come to fruition right away, especially when you got offensive linemen in and out the game. Lo, what you think about Justin Fields' performance today? Just go ahead and run down your thoughts, or if you want to get down on him and rant, go ahead, do what you got to do.
I mean, all right. So first, I'm gonna start with the good because it ain't too much of it. We had our first offensive drive. We went down to score. Okay, cool. Then Justin Fields had a couple throws throughout the game. It was like, okay, ooh, that's a dime.
But we marched down the field on that first drive.
Right. But outside of that, we saw a whole lot of holding on to the ball. At this point, I think, yeah, the offensive line is bad, but we know that already. All right. And we got plays where there's wide receivers open. DJ Moore coming across the middle. There was one where Tyler Scott was coming across the middle, or when DJ Moore hit an out route.
Yep.
But he holding on to the ball as if nobody open, and then it's like, sometimes you just got to force feed your playmakers. And DJ Moore was cooking early. DJ Moore had 60 something yards on the first drive and only ended with 100 yards. Like that's supposed to be a recipe for at least 150 yards and 1 touchdown. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
DJ Moore had I wish I had his targets up here. DJ Moore had a game, and look. Forget what Justin Fields did for a split second. Last week, DJ Moore had 2 targets, 2 catches on 1 drive, and didn't get the ball. Didn't get any more targets the rest of that game. Today he had 6 catches, 104 yards, no touchdowns, but 100-yard receiver. I don't know when the last time we had a 100-yard receiver, and it looked good. You know what I mean? It looked good.
But what's frustrating about that is 64 yards of that 100 came on the first drive off 2 catches. Then it took us all the way till crunch time, basically, where we in go mode. We like do or die. It's like we gotta make something happen. That's when we start using them. So throughout the whole game, I just think we gotta do a way better job featuring him as in the entire game plan, not just the beginning or when we need him at our worst. No, we feed him all game.
Feed him. And that's what they started to do, like you said.
12 targets. 12 targets.
Did he have 12 targets?
No, that's what he needs to have. Week in and week out, 12 targets.
I think I can get his actual targets. 7 targets. Yeah, 7 targets, 6 catches.
So five more. And I can count at least 3 times throughout the game where you're like, oh, the pocket broke down. But there was a DJ Moore was coming across where you could have put the ball, threw him open. So the ball.
So I got a question, dude. To me it felt like DJ Moore, and maybe it wasn't just DJ Moore, maybe the other receivers, maybe Chase Claypool, but to me it seemed like DJ Moore was getting a little bit frustrated or just a little bit upset with Justin Fields just not giving him the ball when he opened. Of course, he's not gonna pout openly like Chase Claypool does, because DJ Moore is a pro's pro. But it was times where he just looked like,
which he might have been, and if he was, he should have been. Because just like I said, there was times throughout the game where it's like, all right, I'm your number 1 receiver. Mm-hmm. You already know you have to get it out. When you get in trouble, look my way and throw me the ball. It's that simple. It's that simple. Put it where only I can get it.
Y'all traded y'all first overall pick to move back some slots and acquire me. Use me. I think DJ Moore had a good game. I mean, he
definitely had a good game.
It definitely could be better, but his longest catch was 33 yards. He had 17.3 yards average per catch. I think he had a good game. It's going to be interesting to see who gets our wide receiver of the day award. Overall, so let's end it. Let's end this Justin Fields segment on what's your overall grade for his performance today?
I gotta go with a C- because C-. Like I said, he had the first drive. We had the couple throws here and there. Then we also had the drive where we scored it. Defense got to stop, and we set ourselves up for an opportunity to have a game-winning drive. But with that being said,
what was that? Can you give your thoughts on that game-winning drive? I think we had a screen pass that got called back because Claypool was blocking way too goddamn early.
Yeah, way too early. I think. See, and that's what's so frustrating about the Bears. Mm-hmm. As soon as we got everything clicking, because I felt like Getsy was calling a good game outside of the first quarter. I
agree.
We had our first drive, then our second drive kind of stalled, and our third drive was kind of iffy. Probably because there was some missed throws, miscues. But outside of that, I feel like we the play calling was pretty good this game. And then right when we needed to continue that aggressive play calling, where you actually saw the ball being rifled down the field, that touchdown to Chase, we got a touchdown to Chase Claypool. Am I right?
Yes. That was on.
That was a dime, and
Oh my God, was it?
These were back. I think these were. We scored that. Defense got to stop. Eventually got to stop. They kind of stalled it a little bit, but they got to stop.
Did
then we got the ball.
Did the defense get to stop after that Claypool touchdown?
Yeah.
The Claypool touchdown set up. Oh, that's right. That's why it was 17 to 20, and we was in position to take.
And then they drove the field a little bit. They was able to punt the ball and pin us back. And I think that's why the play calling had shifted in that moment. But the play calling in that moment was, okay, you tried your first screen. He blocking. He ain't doing it. He ain't even supposed to be blocking. He's not even a good blocker. We've already seen that. So I'm not even sure why we even turned to the screen to begin with. I think we should have just stayed aggressive and kept trying to push the ball down the field to DJ Moore. We had him on their heels.
It worked. The screen the first screen that Glue Getty dialed up did work. Claypool fucked it up. My issue is what was the second play? There was a play between the screen, but I think there was a play in between it, and then the third play. So there was the screen, then there was a second play, and then there was the screen again. That's how I think it was. And my thing is, why would you call another screen? First of all, if I'm the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and I've been scouting the Chicago Bears like NFL scouts do, scouting.
Always watch that. There's two things to watch.
The fucking screen.
Justin Fields scrambling out the pocket and the screen. And that's and that's on pass plays. We already know to stack the box to watch the run. They already know to do that.
So the fact that you say that two things to watch is Justin Fields' legs and running or whatever. Do you think that contributed to a lot of the non-QB drawn up QB runs? Because he only had 4 carries. So whether you drew up QB runs or you just were like the play was breaking down and you just decided to scramble, it was only 4 times. He had 9 carries last week, which only one of those 9 last week was a QB design run. So this week, 4 total is just way too fucking low. He's not Patrick Mahomes. He's not gonna sit in his pocket and win us games by throwing the ball. 4 carries he should have 4 design carries. 4
design carries. And then whatever he do after that, that's on him.
That's on him.
Because like you said, don't 4 design carries in the right moment. Mm-hmm. That's what changes the drive. Instead of dropping back and getting sacked, you going forward for about 10. You might break one of them. Now we got the defense coming up. The safeties have to come up. Now we can start pushing the ball down the field like we started to do in the last, I think 9 minutes of that game.
I got my boy just pulled up on us.
Let me go do mine because I was clocked.
Ace, what's up, man? I'm glad you was able to.
What's cracking, man? This hey, I'm about to go. Let me because I was working.
I'm glad you was able to race home from work and jump on here and talk to the people and chop it up with us about the Bears. I'm gonna let you get yourself together, get your phone set up, get whatever you need set up, get some stats or whatever. But we're gonna need your initial thoughts on this game. You know how it go.
Let me go look.
Gonna pop him out real quick, let him get ready. But Justin Fields, man, look, like I said, 40%, my 40% confidence meter. You gave him what'd you give him? A C- overall grade.
Yeah.
Right now we on Fields Day notes. Taking notes all game on Fields because as Fields go, this team will go. We go nowhere without this man right here. And right now, he ain't taking us nowhere. So my guy, Goated Low, started it off with giving him an overall grade for this game, a C-. I'm going to go with, I think I gave him a D last week. I think I gave him a fucking D against the Packers. I ain't as mad. And I think his game against the Packers was better than this one. But it's the Packers. And you knew what the fuck was going on. So I gave you a D. But this week, I'm gonna give him a C. I'm gonna give him a solid C. They that pick at the end, I don't know if I want to blame him or Luke Getsy. That shit sucks. Don't do not get my fucking hopes up and just let me down and rip my heart out like that. Lose. If you're gonna lose, just fucking lose the game. You know what I mean?
Man, that play call was trash.
My guy Joey, my guy Joey Thomas jumped in the chat. I appreciate you jumping in, man. Shout out to you. If you got any thoughts on the game, I don't know if you watched the game. You're probably not even a Bears fan, but I appreciate you coming on, showing some love to the channel, man. But yeah,
the way that game ended, it wasn't good at all. We was right there too. We was right there and we had it, and the play calling it came from underneath us. We panicked. I think we panicked. I think we thought way too hard on it. Justin Fields was let off the leash in that last drive, and we were supposed to ride that wave.
Okay, so
we were supposed to ride that wave. He was letting it go like it seemed like it wasn't scripted. It seemed like, okay, this is what we're doing. Throw the ball down the field.
And like you said, it seemed like it wasn't scripted because it wasn't scripted. The first about 10, the first drive looked the way it looked because it was scripted. You know,
it was scripted.
Those are the scripted plays. First 10, 15 plays each team has. They work on those first 10, 15 plays more than any plays that week. They put him out there on the first drive. That's why Mitchell Trubisky used to be really good on the first drive sometimes, especially in 2018. But after that first drive, it usually like the bottom usually fall out. Yeah, I see. Yeah, Ace, my boy Ace, looking at them numbers and it's just shocking him. Let's bring him back in here just to get his initial thoughts before we move on. Ace, you know how it go. Get fans your initial thoughts on the game, flags. If you've seen some weird calls, maybe you've seen a truck, a stiff arm move. Maybe the refs was annoying as fuck. My boy DJ Moore had a good game. Talk about it. What you thinking?
Okay, we gave DJ Moore that's nice. 2 fumble losses. Man, y'all gave him a C and a D.
No. Just get your initial thoughts on the game. Overall, it was hot out there. It was 90 degrees. What you thought about the weather out there?
Shit,
the fans.
I don't give a damn what the weather is. It can be below 100. Hey, you guys are professionals. You're supposed to train. I live in Arizona. I don't give a damn. We should have won. I'm gonna watch the recap. Like this.
We got Bears fans all over.
I don't think he watched the game like that. I don't think he watched
I could have been, man. I had to do.
So you looking at the stats? You looking at
the
stats?
But I'm gonna check it out from these stats. So
go ahead. Look at those stats. Just look at Justin Fields' stats real quick. Then while we on Justin Fields Day, before we move on from Fields Day, I can read them off again. I know you're looking at them, but I'm gonna read them off again for the chat. Justin Fields Day, 16 for 29, 211 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 picks, 6 fucking sacks.
Yeah,
holy shit. And I think he got sacked 6 times, but I think he was hit probably like at least 9 or 10 times.
Yeah, we need to beat
4 carries, 3 yards, 1 rushing touchdown.
2 fumble losses.
Hearing those stats and just what the information you got, give Justin Fields an overall grade for this game, for the numbers I just gave you.
I'm going to give his ass a D. I got faith in him, but I'm starting to. Patience is wearing thin. It's wearing thin. If I ain't going to lie to you, it's wearing thin. But, I mean, if you got a good line, that can be tough too. But I can't wait to watch these highlights. Man, let me load these hoes up as soon as I get off with this.
Let's talk about it then. I'm glad you mentioned the O-line. Let's talk about it. Lo, we going to get your initial take on this O-line. The Royal Guard and the Royal Guard that you see in front of Justin Fields right here is not what you saw out there on the field. Nate Davis, right guard, was not there. He had a death in the family. My condolences to him and his family. God bless them. I hope everything is okay. I hope he can move past this, and I think the media should let him mourn in peace because he got a lot of heat for the way he got a lot of heat for not being here today, and we paid him 3 years, $30 million. So our condolences go out to him. Another lineman not here today is Tevin Jenkins, left guard. He's obviously on IR. They placed him on IR before the season started. He had 2, and this is the fucking first time I ever heard somebody having 2 strained calves. Like, how you even walking? You strain both your calves. This shit is crazy. Also center, what is his name? Lucas Patrick also left the game. Dan Feeney, I'm sure you heard it. Dan Feeney stepped in. We traded a 6th-round pick for him late in the offseason because we needed O-line depth. Once Tevin Jenkins went down, they knew we needed to go get some more depth. Dan Feeney jumped in. I don't know when he jumped in, but Dan Feeney's first snap was the fumble. Was the oh my God, the fucking fumble. This team is just crazy. Like, as soon as they go ahead.
And then you were just talking about injuries, and I just wanted to bring up the injuries that we had on defense. Like, we already was the worst defensive team last year. Got scored on the most or gave up the most points, and we got 3 starting DBs out.
Okay, that's why he was going. I'm looking at these Mike Evans stats, and he was having.
It's hard for us right now, and we can't. It seems like we can't catch a break. It seems like everywhere we turn, it ain't nothing but darkness. It ain't nothing but cold, wet darkness.
He said nothing but darkness.
Ain't nothing but darkness, Joe.
Hold on, I want to just give a shout out real quick. Shout out to my guy, Daquan Seymour. Appreciate the subscribe. Appreciate the like on the video. Hey, everybody else, go ahead and follow suit. If you watching this video later on, if you jump in live for a little bit, subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. We bringing y'all real, authentic, and passionate Bears football. Ain't none of that watered down surface level. None of that. This is real from a real Bears fan perspective. O-line, I know you mentioned defense, Melo, and we're gonna get right into that, Lo. But O-line, I'm gonna need grades from both of y'all. Really for you, Lo, because A's still working on checking out the game. Lo, I need your grade for the O-line. You want me to start this one, or you want to take it? Just the overall grade.
Just overall grade. I'll give them a C+. I think there was moments where they broke down, which is gonna happen. You just named up all the injuries. But I also think, and that's a pretty strong C+. Obviously, I can't give them a B because I don't think they, even with the injuries, I mean, you still got to go out there and play football, and they didn't give a B performance, but I give them a strong C+ because, like you said, the injuries, and with all that, they still gave us a little bit of time on a bunch of plays. We could have made something happen. So I give them a strong C+.
Strong C+. You might be a little more generous. Before I go, I just got a quick question for you. The play where we spoke about it while we was watching the game. When I criticized Darnell Wright for giving up that quick sack, but Cole Kmet was obviously supposed to chip and then release, but for some odd reason, and then when I saw it, I'm like, what the fuck? I've never seen a release. I've never seen a release to the inside
Where
like
you
that.
Going? You finna trick? You finna enter my first round pick? You finna take his legs out? What is you doing?
Right. So just go ahead and give me your thoughts on that play real quick.
Yeah. So the play that you talking about, yeah, they were blocked. He was blocking on the edge with Darnell Wright, and he swooped behind him and tried to take an inside man when he was the man lined up out wide. And I don't know, that was a pretty big play in the game too, because I think we probably get a completion off that if our protection is just secure. And that happened a few times this game. That's why I said I give them a C+, because there was times our O-line missed some key blocks and ended our drive. So yeah, that was trash by Cole Kmet on doing that. I don't know what he was doing.
Did it seem like to you Justin wasn't escaping the pocket pressure like he usually do?
No, he didn't have a good feel for the pocket at all. There was one time he dropped back so far back. I'm like, why you drop? And it looked like he was scared. He's like, all right, I'm just going to drop back because I need to see where everything is coming from. And that's one thing I be saying about this O-line. Like, it's not consistent. Like, sometimes they'll hold up just a little bit. And, you might have a 1, 2, 3, then you got to get it out or, do something with it. It don't be like that all the time. Sometimes you would think you can do that, and the next thing you know, somebody on top of your neck. So it's like, man, they just got to be more consistent, man. Just more consistent.
I love that you use the word more consistent because that's what it is. Like you said, sometimes it'll be a moment where it look like, oh shit, Justin Fields got some time, but when Justin Fields get that time, he's not releasing the ball.
He ain't releasing the ball.
He's not releasing the ball. So that's interesting you said that. So just say your overall grade for the offensive line one more time.
I'll get him a C+.
C+. My overall grade from the offensive line, Justin Fields was sacked 6 times. They weren't all on him. He had times where he just was sitting his ass in the pocket. And man, you seen it, Lo. I was texting you all game. I'm almost out on Justin Fields because I know what a quarterback need to look like, and I know what it need. It's early. It's week 2. They didn't play much in preseason. Nowadays, with the preseason only being 3 games instead of 4. Not only that, but
he didn't really even play in preseason.
You're not playing in preseason, so. Your preseason, really, your first 3 or 4 weeks are gonna be your preseason, and that's the NFL because eventually they're gonna add another game. They're gonna take away another preseason game. So eventually, this is just gonna be the way the NFL works.
Yeah, and that's why they're trying to do that with the running backs because a running back over a course of 17, 18 games, that's a lot. That's a lot. If you're giving him 20 plus carries, no, not gonna happen. So,
my overall grade for this offensive line, I'm gonna go ahead and give him a C. I'm gonna give him a C. I want to give him a C plus. Actually, I'm gonna give him a C plus because there was times where Justin Fields had more time this week than he had last week. And Todd Bowles and this Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense ain't no punks. They got a lot of veterans on this defense.
And they tried the blitz, and they also tried the blitz a few times, and we picked it up. It wasn't a heavy blitz, but they sent 5.
And we picked it up.
That's enough. That's enough.
Just the fact that you said they sent some blitzes and we picked it up is like encouraging for me because I see a lot of times where people blitz us and Justin Fields don't know what the fuck going on. But not only Justin Fields, that O-line don't know what the fuck going on, and Justin Fields get decapitated or he just taking off.
Yeah, that do happen. Somebody come in untouched. Them be the worst. You dying on those every time you dying.
So I'm gonna go with a C plus for the O-line. Defense. Let's talk about that defense, please. Because at the end of this, I'm gonna ask you if you more confidence in the offense or the defense after this game. But first, Jaquan Brisker on the first drive had an easy pick 6. If he would have picked that off, he would have took that to the house. You got to make that play. That's a big boy play right there.
Yeah. He jumped it. He ran it right and everything. He just got to sit down and attack the ball. At least catch it. I think he should have at least caught the ball. At least. That could be game changing right there. The fumble that we had, Tampa drove down the field, and then we eventually knocked the ball loose. That could have been, a potential change in the game because it was 17-20, wasn't it? They ended up getting a field goal off that play, off that drive. Oh no! They threw a touchdown to Mike Evans. Remember? They threw a touchdown to Mike Evans and when Stevenson got
on the cover to Tampa 2 and Steve. See on that play. Let's talk about that play because we talked about it in the chat. That was cover 2. That was Tampa 2. That's what we're running. That is our base defense. We probably run Tampa 2 more than any play call.
Beat deep running Tampa 2.
Yes, but you got to remember, Lovie Smith Bears. Brian Urlacher, Lance Briggs, Tommy Harris, Alex Brown, all those dudes, Charles Peanut fucking Tillman, they made a living off that Tampa 2 defense. This is what we ran. Tremaine Edmonds supposed to be our Brian Urlacher. TJ Edwards from Philly supposed to be our Lance Briggs, but they ain't. They are not those two dudes. I tell you that right now.
Our tackling is horrible. Horrible.
The tackling is bad. The tackling. So okay, so we still struggle on third down. And if you're a true Bears fan, this is why I opened the show by saying the Bear, no matter the coaching staff, no matter the players, it seemed like it's the same shit, which is weird, ain't it?
Weird as hell.
I can't tell you how many years this going back to where the Bears it's like first down, okay, let's go. Second down, yeah. Third down, one more stop. Third and fucking 15, and they pick it up. And I used to feel like it was just the Packers. It was just Aaron Rodgers, like, damn, that motherfucker got us. But it's every team. Everybody pick up third downs. We had Baker Mayfield looking like a fucking monster. And once we get into our top performer segment, we're going to talk about Baker Mayfield stats. If you had to pinpoint one thing, Lo, tell me what was our biggest issue on defense? What was it? Third down? Was it the tackling?
I see. So this game, I think defense actually played pretty decent this game. I think, for us to be like I said, my expectations for our defense after being the worst, what I'm saying, it ain't that high because we don't have, like I said, we got a lot of injuries and all that, and it's hard to change around an entire team in one offseason. But with that being said, I think our defense played pretty decent. And the only thing that held us back was tackling. Because we had times where, like, even on that Mike Evans had about 3 big plays. He had 3 big plays.
Oh, man.
There was the one on the sideline where somehow the guy guarding them lost him. And he backs up, catches about a 10-yard pass, and a guy that had to come in, I forget his name, had to come in for was it Jaquan Brisker? We had a bunch of new guys in there in the nickel and in the safety spots.
Talk about it.
Missed tackle, right up the sideline for about 30, 40 yards, and yeah, it was ugly. The tackling was definitely bad. We had a couple times we had shots on Baker Mayfield too. We had a couple times we should have got sacks on our stat sheet.
So we could not bring it down. So would you say the third down? Because I think those are the top 2. If anybody's watching that game,
top 2.
The top. Sure. I mean, so we had a blocked field goal in there.
Yeah, we had a blocked field goal. We had a forced fumble we should have recovered, but we didn't.
Had a forced fumble. Jaquan Brisker probably should have had a pick 6.
Probably should have had a pick.
Get that. Oh man.
I think our defense made more strides this week than our offense. And at this point, it might be 50-50. I think it might be up in the air. Because like I said, last week, we didn't really see Justin Fields trying.
Is that my connection or is that you? Well,
hey,
is that low that's out or is that me?
No, that was low. I'm watching these highlights, and Justin Fields, he does hold that ball way too long.
And it's like you can look at the highlights. You can look at the highlights, but you're probably gonna have to look at the
full game.
The full game. I mean, but you can see certain plays. Like I don't know if when you look at the highlights are the highlights of Justin Fields getting sacked or whatever, and you're just seeing guys downfield. But He was. It was receivers open. DJ Moore was getting pissed. He was getting upset about the fact that he would do a quick out or whatever. He put his hands up, throw his hands up in the broadcast, made sure they showed that. My boy Lowe having some issues with his connection. He gonna jump back in here with us in a second. But we had a block field goal on the defense. We sticking on the defense. Eddie Jackson hurt his foot. Now we got to remember, Eddie Jackson he ended he was having a real good bounce back season last year, but he broke his foot and he had to get Les Frank surgery. I don't know how to pronounce that word, but Les Frank surgery Eddie Jackson had, and it was his foot, and he left the game and did not return because of his foot. So maybe that was we gonna be monitoring that injury for him. Baker Mayfield. I'm just run through Baker Mayfield stats because we had Baker Mayfield out there looking like he was a fucking second coming of Tom Brady, the second coming of Aaron Rodgers. Baker Mayfield, these were his stats of the game. 26 for 34, 317 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. I don't get how if you seen the game, Baker Mayfield was doing some weird ass playmaking shit on us. Like right when we missed tackles. We talked about it. I don't know. We was just talking about what was worse, third down or missed tackling. I'm going missed tackling.
Yes, I'm glad because I just seen a highlight and that we just could have had a sack.
What that was 2 or 3 times. We could have had that 2 or 3 times. So I'm gonna go with that. That was my biggest issue for the defense. They weren't tackling. We rallied to the football and we'll still let them get an extra 3 yards because we can't tackle correctly. That has to be an emphasis. I think we got Coach and Justin Fields up here. I'm trying to get them in a press conference so we can get a live look on what Justin Fields got to say about his damn performance this game.
Oh. Hey, our line is, I ain't gonna lie to you, our line is
that D line.
No, this offensive line, that D line too, but that offensive line, they I don't know. We probably need to focus on more offensive line on the draft.
The thing with the O-line is no continuity. They're not used to working together. The offensive line needs to be one. It's 5 guys. 5 guys. But y'all need to be one unit. And you need to be a sound unit. If you're not playing together, and Nate Davis didn't practice, he didn't practice with them. Tevin Jenkins went down.
I see what you're talking about with the D line now.
Damn. Darnell Wright is a rookie.
Yeah.
Y'all need to practice together. Y'all need to work together. Y'all need these in-game reps. Let's see.
This is the pick right here. I bet. I was at. Wow. That's the pick he throws?
Got my boy Goated Low coming back in here because this shit is crazy. Baker Mayfield looked like a fucking dog.
That's the pick.
We're going to wrap up this defensive segment because I don't even want to talk about the defense too much longer. I hate what they showed out there. I hate this defense. Matt Eberflus is a defensive head coach, and we looked like shit on defense. We looked like there were times we got off the field, but it's not like we just played Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers. If we did play somebody like that, that defense would look 10 times worse. So, Lo, I'm glad you back on here. You got it figured out. Just one more time before we move on. Who was it? Third down or tackling? What was your worst?
I'm after thinking about it a little bit, I'm gonna say third down because there was a crucial 3rd and 17 touchdown pass to Mike Evans, and it was he was in Tampa too, and Stevenson let Mike Evans get on him and run by him.
There were two guys there on the left side. You talking to play on the left side, right?
Yeah.
And there was two guys there. They got caught looking, but you know what that is? That's because Jaquan Brisker went down. That's because Eddie Jackson went down, and we already without Kyler Gordon. Yep. Those were substitution players. They had to get in the game. So I applaud the sub. I was ready to like come on here and applaud those substitution players for how they played. But that play was terrible. But they got excited. They got caught looking.
Yeah.
So you going third down? I'm going tackling. I went tackling. Tackling was terrible.
Tackling was terrible.
I played linebacker.
Go either way on that.
I played linebacker, so I tackling was huge for us. It was tackling and then coverage. That's what we did. And that tackling was fucking terrible. Every time one person got there, they like spun out of it or twisted out of it and picked up 3 or 4 or 5 extra yards.
Yep, and some of those were even sacks.
On Baker Mayfield.
Mayfield.
Oh, don't get me started on how fucking Baker Mayfield looked like he was the second coming, like I've been saying this whole show, second coming of Aaron Rodgers. He was looking like he was, golly.
Yeah, it was bad. And it seemed like every time we missed a tackle, it was a big play. Like the one with Mike Evans on the sideline. Like, y'all, that can't happen. That cannot happen. Not when you playing for a defensive minded head coach. Your tackling cannot be that bad. It cannot.
It's philosophy. His philosophy, and I like to ask the people that are watching practice, the Bears beat reporters that are at practice, how does that his philosophy look? Does it look like it's actually working? But I'm trying to get this. I want to hear Justin Fields. I want to get him to the podium. I want to hear him speak about his performance because the shit was terrible. But I want to hear what he got to say about his performance live. So we waiting on that right now. Maybe I'm late to it, but we'll see. I'll share my screen in a second. Let's move on from the defense. And we're going to move into my favorite segment, my new favorite. Because the Justin Fields segment used to be my favorite segment. I don't give a fuck about that no more. He has not received over a C. And it don't look like he will. Top performers. This is top performers from both teams. Not from both teams, but out of both teams. Only one can win each position. Quarterback, running back, receiver, defense, and coach. Top performers. We're going to start with the quarterback. I'm going to read off their stats to y'all. Yeah. And Ace, I'm going to need you to jump in here too and let me know what you think about this. Baker Mayfield, 26 for 34, 317 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 picks, and 0 sacks. We didn't bring the dude down one time. Not once. Justin Fields, 16 for 29, 211, 1 touchdown, 2 picks, 6 sacks, 4 carries for 3 yards and a touchdown. I guess I got to add that because he had a rushing touchdown. Which one of y'all boys want to kick it off? Quarterback. Who was the quarterback of the game?
Just Baker Mayfield. We didn't touch him once.
It's real obvious. When we touched him, we shook him up, we grabbed him and everything, but it's real obvious that it's going to Baker Mayfield right now. Low.
Yeah, I agree. That's it. That's yeah. Baker Mayfield.
We didn't score in the third quarter.
But we usually don't score. It's Bears. We usually don't score in the third quarter. You know what I mean? It's like we only score in the first and we only score in the fourth quarter. And when we do score in the fourth quarter, it's a mop-up duty. But second week in a row, last week Jordan Love was the quarterback for top performer segment. This week, Baker Mayfield outplayed Justin Fields. And at some point, and this is what I'm talking about, when I'm talking about my Justin Fields confidence meter is now at a 40%, and it's dropping even lower than that because you can't get outplayed by Jordan Love in his first real start. last week. And then you can't get outplayed by Baker Mayfield, who's struggling. Baker Mayfield been on like 4 teams last year. He was with like 4 teams in 1 year.
Definitely been a journey this year. That's tough.
Yeah, that's bad. Yeah.
So Baker Mayfield got that one. Let's move on to the next one. Running back. Top performers for your running back position. And that is not working. Okay, top performers, running backs. Who the Rashad White? Yeah, Rashad White had 17 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown. Our best running back
had to be Khalil Herbert.
Herbert, 7 carries, 35 yards, no touchdowns.
What about Roshan
Johnson? Roshan Johnson had 4 carries, 32 yards, and no touchdowns. Herbert did have 1
receiving yards, right?
Herbert did have 1 catch for 23 yards, and that's it. Roshan had 2 catches for 10 yards. So it's looking like the 17 carries, 73 yards, and the touchdown from Royce or Rashad White. That's who I'm going with for my running back of the game. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Go ahead.
He obviously getting his stats look better, but I would say our run game, our production from our running backs obviously was a little bit better. But I mean, you watching the game, Baker Mayfield was. I mean, every time they needed a quick little throw, it seemed like he was making it. But
oh my God, was he? Like I said, second coming to Aaron Rodgers. Second fucking coming.
It was all because we was making him look that way. You know, he wasn't doing nothing spectacular. He wasn't throwing great balls or nothing. It's just we was just lacking. And he was picking it up. So
he caught us lacking a whole lot. So who is your running back? Just go ahead and give me y'all running backs, Lo. Give me your running back, and then Ace follow him up with your running back of the game.
I'm gonna have to give it to Khalil Herbert.
Oh my God! See, now we got to talk about it. What in the world did Khalil Herbert do?
I don't think Khalil Herbert got enough touches. Because he had the way we was running, the way we was calling our players, it was like, all right, is we gonna push the ball down the field, or are we gonna run the ball? Like it wasn't too consistent. Like we didn't stay true to neither one. It didn't seem like until certain moments of the game. You know what I mean?
We are running back by committee. It's a reason we had Deontay Foreman, Roshan Johnson drafted in the 4th round. And Khalil Herbert, who was a rookie last year. We are running back by committee. Nobody's gonna be the bell cow of this running back room. Roshan Johnson was the bell cow last week because we was getting our ass smoked. We was getting our ass smoked last week against the Packers early. So they like, fuck it. Let's get the rookie in here. Let him do his thing. I can't believe you went with Khalil Herbert, but
yeah. I feel like I didn't see nothing that Roshan Johnson, none of his run plays was like, oh, okay, that was a key play. And I think just that last little drive with Khalil Herbert where he kept fighting for us to get them first downs to keep our drives alive. I think that was bigger. That was a bigger impact on the game than any of the
those were big impacts.
Than all of the 17 carries do have for whatever 70-some yards. That's a lot of carries. That means all you doing was handing it off and you was okay with going 3 and out.
Which they were. I mean, you could tell they were like playing it safe as
you know what I mean? Like, man, but yeah. Khalil Herbert definitely was working at the end to give us a fighting chance, and we blew it. Even on that screen that got called back, that was going to be even more yards he was about to have. If Claypool will stop trying to look pretty.
Go ahead, Ace. From looking at the stats and looking at the numbers and what you're seeing, who your running back of the game?
I'm gonna go White. He had 100 all-purpose yards. That's
did he have 100? I didn't even give him that respect.
As a running back, that's 100 all-purpose. That's nice. I mean, like Lo said, it looks like we definitely was not trying to run the ball at all. Yeah. But once again, I like what Johnson did. Every time he touched it, he was getting 8 yards average. I'll take that. Yeah, Mr. Roro.
Yeah, it was tough. Our time of possession was lopsided.
Yeah, that's what from these attempts, it definitely does look like something.
The time of possession was lopsided.
I wish I could look at
it. It was very lopsided, but that's because he was running the ball. We got Justin Fields up here. I'm finna get Justin Fields in here. We're gonna listen to what he had to say. The man of the hour. 1 second. Bear with me.
We had a called and 7 made a good play. One hand.
Can y'all hear that, fellas?
Yeah.
Left try to return it, but caught a screen and made a play on it, picked it off and took it back.
With it being in that part of the field,
hold on 1 second.
How do you balance where you need to go? You need to execute? Let
me get the right banner up here because the Chicago Bears don't play about that shit. Video credit.
I didn't see Bears. Every detail of the play. I saw Khalil open, and then I'm guessing he just reacted back. He felt, screen, and went back and of course picked it up. So, but I mean.
Hey, then we got the Bucks next. I mean, the Chiefs next.
I can't hear it no more.
We had a screen called, and number 7 made a good play. One hand, he picked it one hand and took it back. He didn't have that far to return it, but called a screen and
can you hear it now?
Picked it off,
yeah,
and took it back.
The Giants.
How do you balance where you
I should have went to that damn game.
I didn't see like every detail of the play. I saw Khalil open, and then I'm guessing he just reacted back. He felt, screen, and went back and of course picked it up. So, but in that situation it's tough because if you call it a deeper pass, you don't want to drop back in the end zone and potential to take a safety. So, I think that's a tough spot regarding play calls. For Luke in that position. So, he went with his gut, and number 7 ended up making a good play. So, hey, it is what it is. I was ready to go. I was ready to, get on there and.
The Bears need new mics for the reporters. We need to hear the questions.
Tied up, but we practiced 2 minutes a lot during the week.
Did he just throw Luke Getsy under the bus with that screen call, though? I know y'all heard that.
Just drive the ball down the field and,
that's something about play calling. What you sipping on over there, man?
What'd you say, Rob?
I felt a little bit better.
Just drink some water.
Ball down the field more. DJ had a nice few catches down there. Chase, of course, had a nice touchdown. So definitely felt better this week, for sure.
Does he seem a little? Does Justin?
Am I surprised?
Yeah, for you.
For me?
Yeah.
I don't know what their game plan was, but their game plan could have been to stop me in the run game. So I have no idea. But when it goes that way, you got to do something else to, score on them. So it is what it is, like I said. And, sometimes they, till the end. I didn't have any, I tried to pull it one time. The first on a read, I should have handed that one off. And then, the other times we, did a read option. The
you gave it every time.
Played me. So,
right.
Yeah, it looks like they weren't trying to, let me get on the outside and run with it. So. Mm-hmm. I think it's a number of things. Each drive is so different. There's so many things that happen, so I can't, pinpoint. If we if we sit down and we go through each and every drive, I can tell you what happened. But I think at the end of the day, we just got to execute, especially when we get the ball in the 50. At least,
Justin, and it's loading.
Some points, and when the defense puts us in good field position, we got to turn those into points.
Ask his ass, hey Justin, you struggled 2 weeks in a row.
Came out the game strong,
when do you feel like the offense will start clicking? God damn.
Come back and just be able to maintain that. Just I guess firepower on offense to keep going. But yeah.
On the second touchdown drive,
he scored.
It's Courtney Cronin.
I mean,
yeah, she know what she's talking about. Courtney Cronin.
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
last night.
That's what it showed. The plays and stuff like that. So I think they definitely presented themselves, and of course, when you have good protection, it makes my job easier, and of course, we're able to throw downfield. So. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, my main thought this game was, get him the ball.
We seen it.
Probably one of the
you heard that, Lo. His main thought was get DJ Moore the ball.
But yeah, he just had a choice route, made a good decision on the choice route, broke out, and line protected enough on that play, and of course it was a big play. So he's smart in those situations. He always makes the right decision, and like I said, it was a good play all around.
What's your perspective on how much needs to be fixed here after this first 2 games?
There he goes. There's the question. Good question. I don't know who that is, but this is a great question.
Yeah, you said what needs to be fixed?
What's your perspective
on what needs to be fixed?
How far away you guys are?
Yeah.
I mean, I think we have a long way to go. But
long way to go.
I just think if we keep working, we'll get there. And I think everybody.
Justin, you're 0-2. You got the Chiefs next week.
0-2, you can do
staring down,
and that's either lay down and
holy shit.
Just kind of throw in the towel and just say whatever. But I don't think anybody in the team's like that, and it's my job. It's the coach's job to keep everybody going, keep everybody's morale up, because like you said, it is a long season. But I mean, we definitely have a lot to fix. Definitely have a lot to get better at. So that's what we're gonna do. Just take it day by day.
Y'all need better mics. We can't hear the question from the reporter.
I mean, it does, but at the same time,
fucking Chicago Bears. We
we're
can't even get our
right now.
We can't even get our press conference.
Like I said before, like you can just be in the moment, just take it day by day, and just be grateful for what we do, what I do. Because shoot, I can look back to when I was a kid, I would never see myself in this position. So I can be grateful for it, and give my all each and every day. Each and every day, I have the opportunity to do what I do and be the quarterback of this team. And but of course, it's frustrating, not winning. But I think
another week.
At the same time, like I said, just take it day by day and just not really worry about the past. The past is in the past. You can't do anything about that. It is what it is, and you got right now. And
Justin, do you feel like you achieved the goals that you set in place last week to get better this week? Oh, that's my boy Herb Howard. Black. There's a black beat reporter. There's not many of them out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think did that end on the field goal? Yeah.
Ended on the field goal.
Yeah, I mean, we just gotta execute better there. I think I gotta go back and look at it, but just gotta execute better.
Go back and look at it. That's a cop out. Anytime they say I gotta go back and look at it, that's a fucking cop out. You remember what the fuck happened on that play? Justin Fields at the podium after that shitty game. Another shitty performance. Let me get him off this shit off the screen. Man, If I can get the Eberflus footage, we will put that up. But let's continue.
Hey, that nigga need to take accountability. That's some people lack nowadays.
Language.
Who's that?
Oh, my bad. Excuse me. That guy needs to take accountability. You got to edit that. My bad, Rob. But yeah, he's got to take accountability, man. I got to play better. I've been messing up. I just got to go back to the drawing board. Don't try to throw nobody under the bus. Play calling is play calling. We really should be 1-1 or 2-0, but we go up against the Chiefs next week, and I ain't ready for none of that, man. This is crazy, man. This is crazy.
Got the Chiefs next week. We staring down 0-3. I actually meant to go back. I don't Lo, I don't know if you remember your predictions for this game, but I know I didn't pick the Bears to win this game. Honestly, I didn't. No, I did not. No,
I definitely picked the Bears. I actually put in a bet going into fourth quarter that the Bears was going to win this game. The payout was nice, but yeah, we didn't get the result, so nobody got paid out on that. I know my ad name is Pay Me Now. You can definitely go ahead and just pay me later. It's all good. Just pay me later.
Hey, y'all see my
at another
be
time.
Okay? I'm starting to think we would not be okay. We can just. It's a long season, like you said, but it's.
Pay me later, and we will not be okay.
Let's go ahead and finish our top performers out. Let's get the top performers done. We get quarterback. We went quarterback. It was a consensus pick on Baker Mayfield, a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. We went running back. We had my guy Lowe. He chose Khalil Herbert. I'm going with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers running back. I forget his name again.
Rashad White.
Rashad White. My guy Ace went with Rashad White as well. Put who y'all going with in the comments. Let us know who y'all going with in the comments. For receiver, this is a good one. This is a fun one because
that is.
Mike Evans had a game. My boy DJ Moore had a game. DJ Moore has 6 catches, 104 yards, no touchdowns. Mike Evans has, oh my God, 6 catches, 171 yards.
What?
Touchdown.
Yeah, he was having
Holy shit.
He had what?
Wow. He was having fun. He was having fun out there.
Wow. I hope Jalen Johnson ain't using this game to make a case for getting paid and getting a contract extension because 171 yards, 1 touchdown. He was targeted 8 times, 6 catches. I think this is an easy one then, fellas. Go ahead, Lo. Start it off.
It's easy, Mike Evans. 170 yards. And that's crazy. That's the type of game that DJ Moore should have. And granted, about 65 of those yards for Mike Evans was a push-off. I'm still going back to that. That was a clear push-off. So 170 yards, yeah, okay.
How do you miss that call?
I'm gonna look at it as I'm gonna still give it to him because he had the touchdown, but I'm not gonna look at it. I'm not gonna give too much weight to that 170 yards because, like I said, he pushed off. That should have been an easy flag. I don't know how it wasn't. And actually, I mean, talking about the Bears in the game, that was a big play in the game.
That was a huge play.
That was a big play in the game. Like they go down and they score off of a push off. That was damn near third down. I don't remember the down and distance, but it damn near was third down. It damn near was third down. I wouldn't be surprised.
Ace, looking at the stats, give me your top performer for wide receiver of the game.
I'm gonna just go Mike Evans. It looked like he was having a field day, fun out there. I guess he pushed off. I watched that highlight, but yeah.
You said you didn't watch that highlight yet?
No, I didn't see that.
You gotta go see that. You going whatever you got on your head, you gonna throw it off.
It was one of the biggest plays of the game. Probably one of the most yards gained on any given play in this game. So
it looks like that can can affect the game. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm going Mike Evans, hands down. I mean, DJ Moore had a good game, but hey, what Mike Evans is doing is what we should be trying to get with DJ Moore. I think they both had 6 catches, so I can't complain too much about DJ Moore.
I think Moore was 6 for 6. Was Moore 6 for 6?
He was
7 for 6.
7 for 6. I'll take that. Hey, that's a good percentage.
From last year, I mean, from last week, Ace. Remember, it was we was talking about those stats. 2 for 2. He was 2 for 2 last week. So
it's showing that the ball's his way. He's
12 targets a game. That's what DJ Moore needs.
12 targets a game. What you think about that, Ace?
I mean, I would say at least 8. I'll go 8.
When Deontay Johnson was with Ben Roethlisberger before he retired, he was getting about 11, 12 targets a game. Come on, man.
Know, but Ben got a line.
He need double-digit targets. He need double-digit targets. He need double-digit targets.
I'm gonna go 10. Ooh,
he need double-digit.
Jets team is.
Let us know what y'all think in the chat. Double digits or is about 8. What my guy Ace is saying, 8 to about 9, maybe 10.
He can't be closer to 5 than 10. I'll tell you that much.
You got to remember we traded a first round pick to acquire him to bring him to Chicago. It was a lot of hype. 5. He had 2 last week and he had 7 this week. So
he combined 9 targets out of 2 games. A combined 9 targets in 2 games.
Yeah, we said last week.
That's one game's worth of targets right there.
Boy, they should have set him at the head of the table.
He's not even in double digits off 2 games.
They should have threw the whole damn menu at him. You want appetizers? Huh? Take this. You want drinks? Take this. They should have force fed him with a goddamn handkerchief on his neck. It's I don't know. Fields. We definitely might need a pocket pass. We might need a pocket pass for quarterback.
Yeah, my Justin Fields meter is definitely running out. Look like we all agree on Mike Evans. I don't even think it's a competition. We're gonna move on to defense. Now you can do the whole unit. You can do a specific player if you like.
Let me go to that because I think I see something I like.
I think I'm gonna start this one off.
Oh, the Packers lost to the Ravens.
The Packers did lose.
We lost, but y'all lost to the Ravens.
The Falcons.
The Falcons. This was a big game because if we would have won this game, we would have been tied for first. Or no, the Packers would have had it over us because they beat us, of course. But we would have been tied record wise. And if we could have went 1-1, it would have been big. But let's move on to defense. Like I said, defense. I'll start it off. The Chicago Bears defense gave up
200 first yard, 289, almost 300 all-purpose yards in the first half.
Wow. In the first half, and then total yards, they gave up 437 yards. They were 0 for 1 on 4th down. This is the defense. This is the Chicago Bears defense. They gave up 19 first downs, and they were
19.
They gave up 19 first downs. They were 7 for 15 on 3rd down this week. 7 for 15. Baker Mayfield was 8 for 15, so he won that battle on defense. The Buccaneers played a little better on defense on 3rd down. They actually tied it. They were 7 for 13. They were 7 for 13 on 3rd down. They had 6 sacks. We had none.
I was just about to say this ain't even got to get too much into much detail. 19 first downs.
Yep.
Our defense was on the field way longer than theirs was.
I don't know the time of possession. Ace, if you could pull up the time of possession,
turnovers,
great.
Yeah, I'm about to. That's all you had to say.
They had 2 turnovers.
And a pick six. Pick six. One of those turnovers was a pick six. Golly, why is my... Are we gonna rock out like this then? Fuck it. I'm going for defense. I'm going with
Tampa for sure for me.
Who was the guy that got that pick six on Justin Fields at the end of the game?
White.
No,
it was not White. It was not. I would have known if that was Devin. It was number 7.
Was it Shaq Barrett?
Barrett? Was it? Yeah, I was gonna say, was it Barrett?
I think it was Shaq Barrett.
Barrett, yeah.
What did he do anything else outside of that play?
Justin Fields, he got a sack. I think he got a sack.
Yeah, 1 sack, 1 pick six, 2 tackles.
Yeah, he had a sack.
You know what? If I'm gonna give it to somebody, I'm gonna give it to him personally. But other than that, I'm going with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers whole defense, the entire defense. They had 6 sacks, 2 interceptions, correct? 2 interceptions and 1 pick, and one of them was a pick six. I'm going with Tampa Bay. Low, who you got?
I got Tampa Bay. I mean, I will say that second pick they got was garbage time, but it still don't move the needle at all.
Whoa, garbage time. How is that garbage time? And we was moving down the field. It was our chance. It was 17-20.
No, the second pick came after the pick six.
Oh, that's right. He threw the other pick to Chase Claypool.
Chase Claypool basically dropped the ball, man. And yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, they really. So we didn't. The turnovers weren't too crazy this game. They was up one. They had that 1 turnover. It was the biggest turnover of the game, which, as we all know, that's how it's drawn up. Sometimes the only turnover you have all game is the one that costs you the game. So yeah. Buccaneers defense for sure.
Ace, who you got?
I'm gonna go to the Bucks. Time possession though, like you wanted. 35 minutes for the Bucks, 24 for us.
And last week, I think it was a little closer than that. Last week, they had the ball almost. What was it? Was it 10+ minutes more than us?
Last week,
man. No, this week.
Yeah.
They almost had the ball a whole extra quarter than we did.
A whole extra quarter. That is
19 first downs though. let me
19 first downs.
Did we have?
The Bears had a total of 14 first downs. 14 first downs.
Okay.
But we were not as good on. I mean,
total plays.
Well, I mean,
130, 68.
The Bucks had 120 rushing yards. We only had 67.
Damn.
We led the league in rushing last year. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers run game was non-existent.
Yeah.
Then we only tried to run it 16 times. They ran it 34.
It's looking like everybody going with defensive. For defensive, we're going with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That leaves the head coach left. For me, my philosophy is if you win a game, you get the head coach. If you lose the game, you got out coached. Speaking of coaching, we do got Matt Eberflus up here. Let me play him real quick. See what he had to say. See if he was holding players accountable for their performances in this damn game, especially Justin Fields. For me, hopefully we can hear the questions this time, and I'm gonna try not to talk over it. But goddamn. Coach Matt Eberflus. Video credit to the Chicago Bears.
So disappointing loss. I thought the guys battled to the end, gave ourselves a chance to win it at the end. And then, we didn't take care of the football at the end of it, but we had a chance.
Justin Fields interception.
But overall, I thought the offense came out, in that first drive, did a nice job working down the field. We got some good shots to DJ. I thought that was excellent. Defensively, I thought the guys battled. We had a couple opportunities early. Brisker had a couple opportunities to get some takeaways, and one was he stripped the one. Just forward progress was down. That's why we didn't throw the challenge flag. But again, another one intercepted. Could have intercepted that. We just got to look those in. So, so that was kind of the first half. I thought we did a good job in the red zone. Down there to end the first half, defensively holding them to a field goal. Ended up being 13.
Before we finish that, we got some people that got to get on and get moving around, go handle some business, handle some life business. Low.
All right, y'all. I'm about to get up out of here. But like always, love coming on the Black Bear Podcast and talking Chicago Bears football. It was a tough L, but we're going to get them next week. I'm out.
Be smooth, man. Deuces.
Leave that pause. To interrupt him, he said he loved the red zone. What I'm looking at, we only got there once. They got there 4 times. So I don't know what you're loving. Why are you lying like that? If anything, he should have said, I like the way we marched down the field. For you to say the red zone.
So Chase Claypool's touchdown wasn't in the red zone, huh?
No, because the stats I'm looking at, made an attempt, we are 1 for 1. The Bucs got down there 4 times, and they were 1 for 4.
So our only time in the red zone was Justin Fields rollout.
The Justin Fields rollout, yeah.
Wow. So we got down there once, and we
succeeded once.
Wow.
I would say I like the way we marched down the field. Don't say red zone, because you got these stats. You don't lie to us.
The red zone is 20 yards inside the 20-yard line.
Yeah.
Once you get to that 20, you're in the red zone. So Chase Claypool's touchdown was probably a little outside the red zone, a little outside the 20-yard line. But Matt Eberflus apparently likes what he saw from the red zone. We're going to continue and just listen to see what he got.
He likes what he saw from field.
13-10 at that time. And then, the second half really was just back and forth. They had control of the game a little bit, 20, I think it was 20-10 at one point, and they were pretty much playing, they were munching clock. You could see that. And we did a good job. We got to have a couple 3-and-outs on defense there. I thought was pretty good.
Wow.
And then
my guy Dedrick,
to put
appreciate you tuning in to the channel, man.
I thought I told the guys in there, you're battling. You guys got fighters' hearts.
Like did y'all see what he said?
That's how you got to win in this league.
He loves the way the
we have to play complementary football to be able to get that done. You have to be able
I agree.
to take the ball away. And when we had those opportunities and seize those opportunities. And when we had the block kick, we got
the kick. Go ahead and hit that like button since you're in here. If you in here watching, go ahead hit that like button.
So those are things that wins games. You seize those opportunities.
Video
and we have to do a good job of
Chicago
seizing
Bears.
opportunities when the game or we create those opportunities. And that's where it is, and that's what we talked about with the players today. With that, I'll open up to questions.
Yeah, that was a short one. He usually take a long time.
I mean, it's great when it works, right? It's great when it works, and when it doesn't, everybody's going to criticize. So
hell yeah.
It is what it is. We're going to look at it.
Definitely going to
criticize. We'll look at it. Back there in that part of the field, and we'll see where it is.
Oh, he must have asked him about the screen pass that Justin threw a pick on.
Yeah, you can pop some runs on it. You saw a couple of those. I think they had a corner cat one time late in the game. And we got one to Herb. Herbert got a nice one on there. And then when you can catch them like that, you can get some guys out in front and get some good yardage, which we did on that one. Claypool had a nice block on the side there to get some more additional yards. So there's a way to you can definitely get them there. It was good. It was good. That was good. I thought he did a nice job. Obviously, kept that. On there was.
I think he asked him about Chase Claypool's performance, which was a huge issue last week.
Timing of everything. That's a rhythm play. We just got to make sure that's right.
He's having issues.
And then Shaq did make a nice play.
Issues this way.
In the first half, we got to look in the field goal offense. What's your assessment of Justin on that last 3 plays?
What is your?
Okay, tell me what it is.
Into the first half.
Okay.
You guys go out tried to move the ball down there. Those last 3 plays didn't go right. We had incompletion, sack, incompletion.
Right.
My guy Herb Howard asked.
Yeah, just to me, that's when you got to seize the opportunity, right? You're right there. We're wanting to score a touchdown at that time, and you got to do a good job of getting the ball, in the hands of the skill, which we did at times today. Obviously, GJ had some good touches, so we just got to make sure we do that in that moment. We're going to look at it.
Eddie Jackson, and I spoke about it earlier in the show.
But we'll see.
He left the game with a foot injury.
We don't
Last
know.
year, his
how
season
positive
was
that will be, but we'll see.
By a foot injury. He had to get less frank surgery.
We'll see. See where it is. We'll see where it is.
And Eberflus ain't giving us nothing.
Yeah, they said illness. So it was just is what it was, and so
Jaquan Brisker left the game
himself right for that.
And they're talking about Jaquan Brisker.
Again, it affects everybody different, and that's what it was. And but I just I gave him a big hug after the game. I said, man, I really appreciate you coming back out. I thought he played well in the second half when he did come back in, made some good tackles, and did some good things there. So play with good passion too.
I was shocked when I saw Brisker come back.
Is there something he needs to do? I know he was standing downfield, but it felt like he wasn't sensing the pressure behind him. Are you seeing instances of that where you want to do something differently?
That's all instincts. It really is. When you got a guy coming on you like
Justin
that,
had a shitty fucking
you
game.
got to ride up the pocket, and if the pocket's clean inside, you got to ride up into that B gap and deliver the ball. So that's many times the case. Sometimes he can feel it, he can spin out of it. He's done that before, but you prefer him to ride up, right up in the early part of the inside of the pocket and deliver the ball down the field.
Yep. Keeping it 100. He not holding back on Justin right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and look at the tape. I'm not really gonna comment on that, but I saw what I saw on the field. But we'll see what it looks like on the tape.
I didn't hear that
again on that one,
question.
we had a nice little pressure called there, and we just got to do a good job of timing that up. We got a good hit on the quarterback on that one. We just
one of the damn 103rd down conversions they got.
Yeah, I see improvement. I do. I see improvement. It was definitely better. I see guys fighting. I see us executing at a better clip, and it's a long season. And to me, we just got to keep doing that. We got to keep doing that, and good things are going to happen. And
hopefully, good.
The guys believe in that. The coaching staff believes in that, and we're just going to keep moving forward. After these 24 hours, we're going to work and get to work on Kansas City.
Oh my God!
No, not at all. This is 2023, so there's a lot of guys in that locker room that weren't here last year, right? And a bunch of free agents, drafts guys, a bunch of guys we picked, and it's a new football team.
I wish the Chicago Bears would get
chemistry
better
together. We're
mics
getting
for
the guys
reporters.
together that are playing together for the first time in a
season,
and we will make that work. And the guys are very optimistic about that.
How much moving forward are you looking for more of a balance in running the ball, so kind of helping that offense out just a little bit more, maybe taking some pressure off Justin a little bit as well?
Yeah, you're always searching for that. You really are. You're always searching for balance. That's when you play winning football. When you stay ahead of the sticks like that, when you have a good running game, it opens up the play action, and we have to really put the hammer down on that and make sure we do a good job with balance.
How do you answer the offense? Great first drive on the script, 6. Then there's that one where Chase has a touchdown. Justin, the in-between period, just kind of felt like a roller coaster.
Yeah, it's all about execution, right? It's about how we execute. And to me, when you go back and watch the tape, it's about that. It's about guys executing the scheme and making plays inside the scheme. And that's when good things happen. That's when you move the ball. And, when you get the ball to special players, sometimes they make guys miss. And, we scored on the one. Thrown over to DJ. He barely stepped out on the one. But, man, he was trying to score. So, but that's just an example.
Was.
But, yeah. What's that? Yeah, I have nothing further on that. Just
Alan Williams is a defensive coordinator. He was not here for family reasons.
Yeah, I can't right now. I don't know.
Our head coach, what you're looking at right now,
I don't have the answer for that.
and
when we do, we'll give you the answers.
So that's what he's asking.
What's that? We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Ask him, will you call plays in the future?
I haven't talked to Nate. I talked to him right when it happened.
Nate Davis, is starting right guard, did not play.
I haven't talked to him since then.
I
called him and
he had a death in the family.
I have not visited with him yet.
And that's who they're asking about.
Just the familiarity with the offense at that position. We thought it was our best chance in there because he's been playing that spot. He's been the backup.
Last question. They need to ask his ass some more questions about Justin Fields. Because Justin Fields, oh my God.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. I was really positive. It was I think it was 2:19. I want to say so. We had the 2-minute. So we were good there. We were planning on running 2 plays there before the 2-minute, and so we were going to do that and then take the 2-minute, then start driving from there. And I was thinking about what if we score quickly, then I got to the defense has got to step up and make a big stop. So I was thinking about that as well. Yep. Thank you.
Because around here,
oh boy, head coach Matt Eberflus. I don't know who else spoke, but quite frankly, I don't give a damn. Justin Fields has to get better. If Justin Fields does not get better, we are gonna struggle this year. I was talking to Lowe during the game. Top 5 pick loading, Ace. Top 5. I mean, I know we got 2 first rounders. We got Carolina first round pick, but we're 0-2 now, and we're staring 0-3 in the face. We got Kansas City. I think we go to Arrowhead. We're going to Arrowhead. We're staring 0-3 in the fucking face. I don't know who we got after that. I know we talked about it last week, but it's not looking good. And as Bears fans, we didn't see any of this coming. Who do we got next week?
We got the Chiefs. We should really be 1-1. Or the week after that, we should be 1-1 or at least 2-0. But man, I got faith.
2-0. You felt we should have beat.
We should have beat the damn Packers, bro. I do not. I don't care. Any Packers fans watching, bro. Your first time starting. And it's a rivalry. I'm coming in here to ball. I had so much.
But speaking of the Packers, they also lost this week.
I don't even care about the Packers. They won. They beat us.
Nice that the I mean, they're in the division, so it's nice that they lost this week to the Atlanta Falcons. I'm trying to look at this, find the score.
24,
they lost by
25.
1 point, 25 to that was tough. I know that hurt. So they're 1-1. The Lions lost to the Seahawks 37 to 31. They went to OT. Yeah, it is definitely still wide open. But you got to think we're the worst team in this division.
Yeah.
We're not better than the Vikings. The Vikings are on 2. They dropped games to Baker Mayfield and Tampa Bay like we just did today. And then they also lost to the Eagles. But it was like what was it? A shootout on Thursday against the Eagles.
It definitely was. It was a
Kirk Cousins and Jalen Hurts. So you got to think the Bears is looking like we're the worst team in this division. It sucks to say that because a lot of Bears fans, including myself, we had optimism going into this goddamn season. But listen, Justin Fields is a fucking issue. I'm saying it now. And he's an issue because he ran the ball 4 times today. If you're gonna have Justin Fields as your quarterback, you have to dial up the run plays. You have to dial it up. You have to figure it out, like we did last year against the Patriots. And then on, we averaged like 30 points a game for a month. But right now, we're not doing that. He ran it 4 times, 4 fucking times. They trying to make him to this pocket passer, and he's not that. And I'm gonna keep saying it. My Justin Fields confidence meter is 40%. And when I confidence meter, it's confidence that he will get the mega deal that Joe Burrow is getting, that Justin Herbert just got, that your franchise quarterback is getting. Justin Fields, they and knowing us, the fucking Chicago Bears, we may give it to him. I'm not giving it to him. Oh, is that my shit? Hold on.
This one's tough, man.
This is a tough one.
He is holding on to that thing a little bit too.
He holding on, and the thing with that is DJ Moore is getting pissed, and I see it. I know we played this game. You know what it's like. Like when your quarterback ain't getting you, and you're open. Like I'm seeing the mannerisms that DJ Moore is doing, like the hand throwing up his hands, or just like dropping his helmet or whatever the fuck. You see the frustration. You see the frustration. He not gonna go all out like Chase Claypool was, but it's.
I mean, that type of possession, it does throw it off, but oh man, only 4 attempts for 3 yards.
Yeah, time of possession because Justin Fields is. I mean, just because we're not scoring.
What did we score last week? We scored what, 20?
21, but I mean that last 21. Touchdown was in garbage time, wasn't it?
That ain't shit. Damn. So our average is what? I'm going to say what? 17. Fuck it.
What we have today, 17 points. I mean, look.
That line though, sacked 6 times. I know it could be you as well, the quarterback, but like, damn, bro, your job is.
Justin Fields definitely was an issue on he was definitely a reason to some of those 6 sacks. And I got to look at the all 22, of course. I actually see it, but I seen he had time on plays and he wasn't making the play. Our top performers of the day, the quarterback, we gave it to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Baker Mayfield. He outperformed Justin Fields. The running back, we also gave it to Tampa Bay running back Rashad White, or am I saying that correct, Ace?
You're good, Rashad White. Yeah,
Rashad White over Khalil Herbert or Roshan Johnston. My guy Lowe, he had to step out. He actually went with Khalil Herbert. I don't know why, but hey, it's a Bears fan for you. Receiver, we went with Mike Evans. He dominated 171 with a touchdown. You don't get no better than that. DJ Moore tried. He had 6 catches with 106 yards. It ain't better than 171 with a tutty. He reached pay dirt. The defense, we went with Tampa Bay again. This is the second week in a row where every position for the top performers went to the opposing team. This is how you know right here. This is why I created this graphic. This is why I created this type of chart. It's not all Justin Fields.
I do like
it's not all Justin Fields. Justin Fields is an issue, but we lost at the running back position. They got us at the receiver position, and they also got us on defense. And then for me, head coaching just goes to the team that wins the game. You win a game, you outcoach the other team. It's that simple. For me, at least. So Ace, go ahead and just get a people who was your coach. I'm sure it might be the same, but if it's not, I mean, talk to it.
I'm gonna go Ty B. I mean, like you said, I do like that. The better coach won, so
you won the game. You won the game.
If you win the game, you got it.
Which was Todd Bowles. I can't disrespect the black man over there.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna disrespect the black head coach over there, man. He got
Todd Bowles is nice.
Todd Bowles walks away. Yeah.
It's just I know teams
a
think
rough
like,
game for the Chicago.
Man, I know teams going into their little means, but like then it's hard. But like then this could be like a cakewalk. Like I get tired of that shit, man. I definitely get tired of that shit. I'm ready to celebrate
against the Bears.
Yeah, because I know Mahomes gonna watch these highlights and be like, okay, bet.
And you got to remember, Mahomes already don't like the Bears. When we played them, I think we played them either last year or the year before. What was he counting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He was counting on his fingers how many picks.
Went before him?
Yeah, it was either last year or the year before we played Patrick Mahomes.
I wouldn't be.
But when he scored, I think he scored his first touchdown. He threw his first touchdown pass, and he counted on his finger the amount of picks that we passed up on him because we chose Mitchell Trubisky over Patrick Mahomes. So he already don't like us.
That draft class was so loaded, bro. I was like, yeah, we could have went Watson. I mean, I didn't know about Mahomes. We could have went Mahomes. We could have went Lamar. Like, then we go somebody that only started 1 year out of college.
13 games Mitchell Trubisky had. I know we don't like to even speak on the Trubisky era, but he had started 13 games for us, and we chose him over Deshaun Watson, who had just won no championship. So, holy shit, this is looking like it's gonna be a long season for us as Bears fans. Ace, I hope you getting ready. I hope you strapped in because it's looking like you're gonna have some Sundays where it's doom and gloom. And it's not going to be too fun. Now they made it interesting for us at the end of the game.
Yeah, I was trying to watch
that damn pick. He threw that goddamn pick on the screen pass. Like we talked about it earlier. I don't get it. I don't get the play call.
Screen pass. So like, I don't know what Don. I'm gonna have to go back and watch. But like a screen pass on.
They called it twice. It was so they called a screen pass. They called a screen pass. We got like 15 yards off of it, but Claypool got a flag. So I think the second play after the flag, they called like a run or something, or maybe a pass or whatever. Fuck, I forget. But right after that, they went right back to the screen pass. And number 7, Shaquille Barrett. Yeah. Shaq Barrett grabbed that shit and just went for 3-4 yards into the end zone.
It was close.
Terrible play.
Damn near 2.
Yeah, 2 yards. It was a shitty play call, shitty read by Justin. He shouldn't have made that throw. That's why his ass was on the podium looking defeated and sounding defeated like he did. Oh my God, this team is so damn stressful. But hey, on the bright side, I'm gonna give Chase Claypool a little bit of credit. He had a touchdown. He had some really good blocks. I know he's been taking a lot of heat from Bears fans this week, and really not even just this week, this whole offseason. Chase Claypool feet has been held to the fire. Chase Claypool had a good game. He had a good game. And you know what's crazy? You don't see a Darnell Mooney sighting nowhere on that damn stat sheet, do you? You don't see him anywhere.
Whoa,
no Darnell Mooney.
Let me look at that. Because
last week, Darnell Mooney was the guy, wasn't he? 50 yards, 53 with a touchdown. And I don't think Chase Claypool had one stat last week. So nice to see Chase Claypool get in there and get some traction under him, because these Bears fans ain't showing him no mercy. No mercy at all.
Ooh.
I'm looking at my notes. Yeah. What was his targets? What was Darnell Mooney targets? If you looking at them, no targets for
nothing, bro. Our lowest was Tunyon 2-2-2-3-8-6-7.
Yep. Whoa, and you know what's crazy about that? Muhsin Muhammad, a former Bears wide receiver, he's known for saying this. Chicago is where receivers go to die. Chicago is where receivers go to die. DJ Moore, Chase Claypool, Brandon Marshall was really good with us, but Alshon Jeffrey, we drafted him, but we're known for being a place where receivers go to die. LaShawn McCoy saying the same thing. LaShawn McCoy actually said he has inside scoop from receivers texting his personal phone saying, I don't want to go to Chicago. Why would I go to Chicago? Their quarterback can't throw the ball. So, man, my Justin Fields confidence meter is 40% and dropping as we speak. We got the Chiefs next week.
Let's get prepared, guys.
The Black Bear Podcast. We giving y'all fresh and passionate, authentic football talk after each Bears game, because somebody got to break this shit down. Somebody got to make sense of the bullshit that's going out on the field. That's not getting getting paid to do it and make up narratives and try to spin it. We gonna give it to y'all real here. So tune into the Black Bear Podcast. Go ahead.
Hold on, for the fans, do y'all think we should grab Caleb Williams? Because a Packer fan texted me talking some oily stuff, and he said you guys might have to grab Caleb Williams. So let us know in the comments what y'all think on that.
So let me touch on the Caleb Williams situation real quick. This is the thing with Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams has already said if the situation is shitty, he's just going to stay in college and play another year. Now, I don't know if the Bears fit that shitty description situation, which I think we do. So say we do get the first round pick or the first overall pick or second or even third. He might just stay and look at the Bears like fuck no, which I don't blame him. But say we don't, say we fall to like fourth or fifth, which Caleb Williams is not falling to fourth or fifth.
Facts.
Whoever has that number one pick, whoever has that second pick or third, you're not trading that pick. If you're in that position,
you can get your
like
franchise, huh?
You're drafting Caleb Williams. Now, whether he decide to come out the draft because you're there or not, that's another story. But the only way we can get Caleb Williams if we have another shitty year like we did last year, which is 3-14. And honestly, I don't give a fuck about Caleb Williams. I don't want to have another year like that. We have lost 12 games in a row dating back to last year. The last time we won a game was October 24th. You got to start.
Hold on, time out. You said what?
Last time October 24th of last year.
That can then be a whole year. Hold on, no.
You got to start winning football games. We get Eberflus, head coach Matt Eberflus, and GM Ryan Poles. You got to start winning some fucking football games. I don't care if you win 5 or 6 games in it. You got to start winning. We have lost 12 straight games. As a fan, you have woke up for 12 straight weeks and watched 12 straight losses.
I used to talk stuff in the off season. I don't be saying not a Nathan.
I'm optimistic through the off season, but I watch us in the off season. I follow this team year round, 365 days a year. And on last week's show, or not last week's show, but was it Thursday show we did? I did not pick the Bears to win this
I'm mad
game.
I missed that one. It was Thursday.
I did not pick the Bears to win this game.
Let me apologize to the fan. I am sorry about that, you guys. I had a softball game, but I know my guys held it down. And you know me, I probably would have predicted on the fence, but I would have had the Bears coming out with the dub. Thank you, Saquon. He scored.
Oh man, don't get me started about fantasy football because it's been up and down all day for us. And
yeah, for the fans, I'm playing the owner of this podcast. So if I come up with the dub, you already know, man. But yeah, let's talk football though. Let's talk 49ers
defense looked terrible right now this week.
Last week. Okay, you had the prediction. I probably would have been on the fence, you guys. I would have had us at least winning by a touchdown or a field goal. Because Baker Mayfield, he's a good quarterback.
Baker Mayfield is a fucking bum, and he just came out there and dominated us. Just like Jordan Love is a fucking bum. Came out there and whooped our ass in week 1. They're not good. I don't give a fuck what no Packer fans say. Jordan Love is not good. He's not good. He completed 15 passes against us. I don't know what he did this week against the Seahawks, but it seems like it was a good game.
The Falcons.
Or yeah, the Falcons. The Lions played the Seahawks. Jordan Love ain't good. He ain't good. I don't give a fuck. But hey, Justin Fields ain't either. And I'm finally realizing that, and it sucks. But
I mean, in 2 weeks we got the Broncos, then we got the Commanders, then we got the Vikings, then the Raiders.
Listen,
you said October 24th. Yeah, the Broncos, Commanders, Vikings, Raiders. So there's 1, 2. We got 4 chances to stop that streak. And if not, it'll probably be another few weeks after.
We'll be shooting a preview show, previewing that Bronco. The Chiefs game. Oh my God. We're gonna preview the Chiefs game later on in the week, but we're staring 0-3, 0-3 barrel. We looking right into that barrel. I don't see us beating the Chiefs.
We didn't crawling in it head first.
And honestly, I don't see us beating that Denver Broncos defense. I don't see it. And then we got Washington defense.
Yeah.
After that, oh my God. Give me a fucking break. Look, y'all heard it here first. The Black Bear Podcast. I got the Chicago Bears dropping games to the Kansas City Chiefs, barring injury for maybe an injury happen. We losing to the Kansas City Chiefs. We're gonna lose to the Broncos after that, and we're gonna lose to Washington after that. The defenses are just too good. Those defenses are better than I think. All those defenses are better than the two defenses we faced week 1 and week 2.
Yeah. No, that package. Oh shit. The Broncos.
Not the Chiefs, but the Mahomes is the reason we gonna lose.
Yeah, the Mahomes is that Chiefs defense they're sneaky good. I give them that. They're sneaky good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in 2 weeks, Moore's got to go up against Patrick Surtain, and I hear a lot of good news about Surtain, which is this season. Panthers, Browns, Cardinals. I mean, we got the Cardinals, Falcons.
we got a slight easy season. A slight easy, like, I mean, the Broncos in the offseason, that was like a talk. I mean, so look, you thought we were beating the Packers week 1. This is offseason. You thought we were beating the Packers. Most Bears fans did.
I did.
A lot of Bears fans had us beating Tampa. This is all before the season started. This is off season. A lot of Bears fans had us beating Tampa. We lost both of those games. Nobody had us beating the Chiefs. So that's 2 games already that we had picked as Bears fans coming into the season that we dropped. The Denver Broncos, I don't see us beating them, honestly. No, we're not beating any team with a defense. I think their defense is better than Tampa's. Tampa got a lot of old ass dudes, and they beat our head in the day. But you got anything else to get off your chest, Ace? Before we get up out of here,
I want y'all to have a good Sunday. Let's start. Tomorrow's Monday. Let's start Monday right. Stay positive.
Who plays
do what
Monday
you got to do? And Monday football too. My favorite quote: "No work, no results. Don't cheat the grind."
Do not cheat the grind. Let's see. We got two. We got a double header on Monday. Wow.
Yeah, it's back to back too, which is
Saints in Carolina and Cleveland and Pittsburgh. 2 divisional games. So those should be interesting games. But appreciate y'all people tuning in to the Black Bear Podcast. Live after every post game, after every game, Chicago Bears game. And we also go midweek, do a midweek show, updating the fans on everything that's been going on that week. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Appreciate you jumping on here, Ace, and giving your thoughts. Y'all have a blessed Sunday. We don't get up out of here with that and leave y'all with this.
I'm out.